Okay, so here's how YouTube used to work. You'd upload a video to your audience, your subscribers would watch that video and then push it into the algorithm. And that was the deal. But now that deal is dead. In an age where subscriber counts are dead, you need to be known for something, some unique positioning, some killer angle that the rest of the world couldn't possibly copy. Well, that's a pretty tall order. So how the heck do we do that? Well, here is a model to mix your own killer angle. And good news is, it's actually quite simple. Now, is it just me or have you noticed some changes on YouTube? Most of your recommendations now are from people that you're not subscribed to. They're based more on the topics you've been watching recently. You're seeing more recently published videos. You're seeing videos from creators you've never heard of. YouTube is trying to show you something new. And so I know all you data-driven monkeys like me just want to research your way out of this. You want to analyze trends, copy what other people have been doing. And I know this is a crazy hot take that I'm gonna get a lot of heat for, but what you're missing isn't more analytics. What you're missing is a killer angle. There's hardly an original idea that you can make for a YouTube video, but you forget something important. You are original. YouTube is about connection, and a viewer wants to connect with you and your perspective. Let's say I'm gonna create a new YouTube channel called Thorfinn. And Thorfinn is obsessed with one thing: ancient principles of being a man. But that's not a killer angle yet. Anyone could make videos about that topic. So now, this is where the fun begins. Now, we're gonna mix. First question, when someone watches your videos, are they mainly coming to learn specific information, or are they trying to experience a story or a journey? So is this like the history of dad bods from 400 BC to today? Or is this I tried the 400 BC Greek dad bod regimen? Let's add a more narrative spin. Now this is starting to feel more like an experience instead of a lecture. Do your videos work best when they're carefully written and planned? Or when you speak naturally and you discover the idea while you're filming? Are you trying to use a teleprompter, be more like a video essay? Or do you want to riff it, be more like a vlog or a podcast? I am the worst at improv. Look, I can't just yap into the void. This is planned, scripted, and deliberate. Do we want to make videos, each one focused on a specific journey? Or do we want a list of scattered ideas? So this could be like the rise and fall of the ancient dad bod, or 9 ways to get an ancient dad bod. I'm kind of feeling deep dive, because this channel should feel like let's really get into it compared to 9 random ancient man hacks. I bet both could work, but I'm kind of feeling more the former. Are you trying to present neutral facts or center on personal opinions and experiences? So are you feeling more like research, neutral explanations, data-driven? Or is this your story, your perspective, and your experience? Oh baby, we're going opinionated here. Not because facts don't matter, but because perspective is the point of these videos. The opinion is what people are gonna come for. And finally, does this unfold like a rambling conversation or like a clearly shaped story? Nobody wants to hear me yap. We're going more structured. We want like a hook, setup, tension, climax, resolution. Because even if these ideas do feel wild and like they're unfolding real time, the storytelling, I want that to feel intentional. We're starting to develop a killer angle, but this is still just the format of the videos. So let's talk aesthetic. What do your videos look like? Are most of your visuals gonna be faceless or faced? So more like stock footage, animations, B-roll, or more talking head, vlog, commentary kind of stuff? Thorfinn wants to be on camera. Because this channel is not just about masculine concepts, it's about watching this guy wrestle with them. Do you want the videos to feel carefully produced and refined? Or authentic and minimally processed? Polished would look like cinematic lighting, color grades, sound design, kind of a Johnny Harris kind of vibe, whereas raw is like natural lighting, no sound design, kind of like your classic YouTube vlogger. We want the visuals to look raw, but feel polished. So it should look like a YouTube video, but feel like a Netflix show. Raw enough to feel human, but polished enough to feel intentional. Visually though, it's pretty raw. All right, we're starting to get a sharper angle here. Let's do a couple more fine tunes. Do you want to film in like a studio or do you want to film in the real world? Controlled environment, like a studio, a main setup, like Ali Abdaal kind of thing, or are you in an uncontrolled environment, like travel content, street interviews, more the yes theory? I think we want to do this in the real world because if this whole thing lives in one perfect room, it's just gonna feel like theory, and that's not what I'm trying to get at with this channel. Thorfinn should feel like action, experiment, movement, but I could see the argument for how the other could work too. Again, there's no right answers to these, just what do you feel? Do you want your videos to look minimal and pristine or textured and lived in? We want textured, we want a little grit, a little mess, kind of a more Casey Neistat feel. Something with fingerprints on it, because ancient masculinity should not feel like a sterile tech review. Do you want to film in one environment or multiple setups? I kind of like filming in multiple setups, not random, but enough visual movement so that the world feels bigger than just one single studio. All right, visually this is coming together, but now we got a big question coming up. Let's talk about the edit. Do we want this to feel hyper and chaotic or calm and slowed down? Do we want lots of cuts or a few longer takes? How much does music shape the emotional rhythm? Cuts time to beats and music creates that emotional tone? This is a huge question and one that I get all the time from clients that I work with. What carries the video more? Is it the editing itself or the content being communicated? I have seen both work, and I wish that I could say content only, but let's be honest, I'm an editor at heart. The ideas, they still matter, but the edit is what's gonna drive the tension in these videos. It's my most hated and my most favorite part of YouTube. Turn up the edit, baby. Let's take a step back. Now the channel has pulse, now it has pressure, it has movements. We know what kind of stories these are now. We know what they look like, we know what they feel like. This next section is one of the most underappreciated parts of YouTube, and yet it's so critical. Who is Thorfinn to the viewer? Do viewers primarily come for the topic itself, or for you as a person and your personality? On one extreme, would the viewer still watch your video if someone else presented it? Or the other extreme, is the creator the reason people are watching? We're gonna keep this pretty balanced. We want people to click for the topic, but stay for the connection with the character. Do you want to minimize creator identity or reinforce it? Do you want to cast the characters in your video or a solo performance? Okay, big question here. Do you have all the answers or are you figuring out alongside the viewer? Authority is like you're teaching something, you're directing the story. You say things like, here's how this works. Whereas a learner, you're more exploring, experimenting, discovering. You're saying things like, let's figure this out together. Now we know who this guy is. He's a strong perspective creator learning in public. Okay, we're starting to develop an angle here. We're starting to develop an edge. But now let's zoom out and ask, what's the point of this channel? Are you trying to attract as many people as possible, or are you trying to reach a very specific type of creator? I would say it's a big audience in terms of that it's just like for men ages 18 to 40, but not all men equally. So men who still feel some ache, some yearning for strength, meaning, responsibility, leadership, and service. I'd say this is a pretty big audience with room to grow, but specific enough to still relate to a real person. How are you gonna monetize your channel? Is it just with views and sponsors, or do you have products and services that you can offer? I think we want products. I don't know exactly what yet, but this channel should eventually build something beyond just a YouTube channel. Are you a media company or a personal brand? On one hand, content is the brand, not the creator, versus the creator is the brand rather than the content. Finally, and this is a big one, entertainment or transformation? Is the viewer just here to enjoy the video, or are they wanting to leave the video changed? The video should still be enjoyable for sure, but the goal is for the viewer to feel, I need to do something different with my life. Okay, now the mission's clear. This is not just a vibe channel, this is a personal brand for men. using compelling stories, strong taste to move people toward change. Now we just need the last layer, and this is the soul beneath all of it. Who are you as a creator? If you're analytical, do you like to break things down step by step using frameworks and models? Or are you more intuitive, gut feeling, emotion driven? This is a tough one. I am a classically trained accountant and a software developer by trade, but I also love the art. But here I am trying to make a video about creative choices and distilling them down into a dial system. That's pretty analytical if you ask me. This channel is going to be more like models, frameworks, breakdowns, even when it is an emotional concept. Let's run these last few. Do we want tight, efficient delivery with high informational density? Do we want to think out loud, letting ideas unfold, allowing tangents? Is this universal content that applies to everyone, or a more personal take that applies just to you? Are you naturally a more collaborative person? You like conversation, you like working ideas with people? Or are you more of a solo thinker? You lock in solo, you have internal synthesis of ideas. Are you more serious, thoughtful tone with high stakes, or are you feeling more lighthearted, playful tone, humor-driven? This one's big. Are you high energy, fast-paced, excitement-driven, or are you low energy, slower pace, calm delivery? Guys, I could show you examples of all these ends of the spectrum and they can all work. The question is, how well can you pull it off? How true are you to your authentic self? Finally, are you critical? You're breaking down flaws, calling out problems, you have more of a skeptical tone, deconstructing your ideas. Or are you more optimistic, hope-driven, solution-oriented, encouraging tone? You focus on the possibility and the growth. Yo, there's a lot of good to critical. We need both these types of people, and we can all show qualities of both of these, but I can't help but lean optimistic. I'm a dreamer at heart, and that tortures me sometimes, but I wouldn't change it for a second. This is a killer angle. A killer angle isn't just your base track. It's not just your topic that you talk about. It's how your content, your viewer, and your taste all come together. It's how you make that content. But hopefully, these make you start thinking of all the creative possibilities you could fine-tune a channel with. Think of it like a marble slab. We're trying to chisel around your killer angle, and once we find that, something starts to come alive within you. Even in my own personal life, I'm always trying to figure out what am I doing next. I feel like I have so much potential, and so why am I wasting it as a YouTube educator? And that's okay. This is part of the journey. I know in whom I have trusted. I know what I built my foundation on. I'm approaching the end of my 20s right now, and sure, I look back and not everything went exactly how I thought it would go, but I couldn't have imagined a better way for it to turn out. I'll talk about that in maybe a different video. It's not the point of this video right now, but I'm finding my killer angle. So if you want help finding your own killer angle for your YouTube videos, then link below in the description. But it's time to go find your killer angle. Go find your bass track and mix it.